Hello, truckers. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are on the border between Oregon and Idaho. Just sitting here, relaxing. But it's 8 o'clock at night. And you know what we do at 8 o'clock at night? We rest. How we doing on the cash here? So 52,129. Do we get any deliveries done overnight? We'll find out here in just a second. Hey, we got a delivery done. Or at least Mimi did anyways. Bringing in a little bit of cash. Currently, we don't have a job for today, so obviously let's go ahead and see if we can find one. I'm actually kind of like in between two cities, so I guess I could choose from either one. We're kind of looking to go eastbound, New York City style kind of a thing. So what do we have out of here? Let's see, a lot of Idahos, nothing far enough. There's one to Oklahoma, New Mexico, Oregon's. And as we go further towards the right on the list, yeah, we start to get where things are not paying as much. Yeah, not really seeing anything towards the northeast. All right, let's go ahead and select, yep, Napa. Well, let's see, that's going right to town. Washington, Montana. That's kind of going to the east. Payment is not too bad. Oh, I don't really have many choices here, do I? Not at all. You know what? Let's try external contracts, see if I got something kind of going that way. Let's try Ontario again. Twin Falls. There's one to Denver. I mean, that's kind of going to the east. How long of a journey is that? 12 hours. I won't get that done in a day. That's for darn sure. There is one that's not too far, so maybe I can just take this one to Ogden, Utah, and maybe we can find another load once I get there. Look at the payment, $4.13 per mile. Let's go ahead and begin that delivery. We should be all set there. Yeah, we can continue. We're all set. Also, when I get there, maybe we'll also do the whole truck thing. So remember, we're kind of on the verge of maybe trading in our Volvo truck for another one. So maybe when we get to town there, we'll have a quick look to see maybe what a trade-in value is of this truck. Do the whole thing. If there's a dealership in Ogden, I don't know if there is or there isn't. I kind of forget that when we do external contracts, yeah, I don't have to back up and load up to this contract. I don't think it's just going to take us. No, it says my trailer's ready. I do have to drive there. I kind of forgot. All right, park and brake. We'll take that off. Let's see here. What gear are we in? I think we're all set. Are we full on fuel as well? We are. We are good to go on fuel. So let's back on out of here. And if I can remember how to get in here, that would be great. I think I came in from over here. Did I come in from over here? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Where did I come in from? I have no idea. It's been a week, so I don't know where we came in from. Oh, that's bad when you can't find your way out of a parking lot. I mean, I could just drive over the curb there, but we'll swing around here. And then swing around this way. Are we good to go? Is this the way out? It's the way out. Okay, I can see the blinky up ahead, so we should be good to go. Not too far to go. And I think it was a triple trailer that we're actually taking today. At least to start with. Just noticed, where's all the traffic on the road? I have no idea. Maybe no one's up yet. It's just us. Pulling out right in front of that truck. Hopefully the gate opens in time and I'm not in his way. And not really. Kind of. So we don't have to come in and sign for anything. We're just going to drive on in and take our trailer. Or I should say trailers. Is it a triple? Yeah, it's a triple trailer. Oh, the one thing I did not check though. Oh, what was the weight of this? Guess we'll find out here in a moment what the weight of this is. Let's back up a little bit slower. If I back up too fast, yeah, the Kingpin's not gonna... There we go. What is the weight of this? I forgot to check. But when I took the contract, it said my truck was pretty well equipped to take it. Well, 60,000 pounds. That is, that's kind of a heavy load there. Alright, 315 miles to go to our journey. Just have to take it kind of easy. And just got to remember, triple trailer. I have not taken a triple trailer in a long time, at least I can remember. So, yeah, hopefully I don't take my corners too tight. Any cars coming? No cars coming. Yeah, traffic is very light here this morning. I know it's still early here for a Monday morning. So we'll see when we get to, where is it, Ogden? Did I say Ogden? Ogden, yep. When we get there, we'll see if there's a dealership around. And I think it's time to repair the truck either way. So we'll see what the trade-in value is before repair and after repair and see if it actually makes a difference. I would hope it does. And also, if we do get much better trade-in value after repair, we'll see if maybe trade in the truck. I don't really know. Like I said, I think like 175,000 is kind of what we need. But you know, if we can afford one that has the right chassis, engine, cab, and transmission, then we'll go ahead and purchase a vehicle. Unless it's a Volvo dealership. That's what we've been driving, is a Volvo. As you probably know by now. So, on the road we go. Welcome to Idaho. So, technically, I guess it was not in Idaho when I was parked up last night. Although, if I went to the GPS, it definitely said it was. But either way, we're in Idaho now, and we're going to zip right through it, get into Utah, get this delivery done. Now, the one thing about triple trailers and double trailers and articulated trailers, it's kind of fun to take them. But the fun part for me is usually backing up and parking it in place. The little bit of a challenge that sometimes it can be. But with those type of trailers, yeah, it's just basically pull on in and park it. For the most part, there's been a couple times where, like on a triple trailer, I don't give myself much of an angle to park it, and I don't get the trailer in the zone, and it's like, you're not quite in there. Then you have to kind of fiddle with it to get in there. I just realized with external contracts, max speed limit is 65. So, although with 60,000 pounds behind this Volvo, it might be a little difficult to get up to speed sometimes. As you can see right now, we're just peaked down at 60, going uphill. So as we have leveled up here, I kind of forgot what level we bought this truck at. Was it level 10 or something? I have no idea. I really don't remember. But, yeah, we bought this truck levels ago. So we have unlocked many things since then, because we are now level 17? Seems about right, level 17. So we have unlocked a few things, so hopefully a bigger horsepower engine, which help on the bigger loads. I can start taking the bigger loads, as long as they get a better chassis and all that. The fuel tank size, as long as they get about 220 gallon tank, we are good for the full day of driving. As long as we keep up with our regular schedule and always have a nice parking area to pull into and get some fuel. But at some point, once we get to like the level 31 it will be, then we'll start putting some points into saving some fuel. Although I think I got 1 point in saving some fuel. But yeah, we've been putting into fragile cargo. So I think we're maxed out on fragile cargo. So next, I think it might be high value cargo. Probably be the smart thing to do. We do have 4 points. It's either 4 or 5 points into long distance hauling. But right now we are trying to work our way up to the northeast. At least that's kind of the plan. But usually, as we're finding out as you drive along, trying to get loads to go into certain areas, it doesn't quite work out. Like we were in Canada a couple episodes ago, and I wanted to stay in Canada. We got up there and just could not find a little load that kept us in Canada, so up we went. So now we're going to try to head to the northeast. We've been to the southeast, drove across country, came back, went up to Canada, and now we're going to try to head to the northeast. At least that's kind of the plan, but like I said, we'll see where it brings us. Now this delivery, we should get there, it says just before noon. So definitely enough time to go ahead and grab a load and hopefully head that general direction. I'm pretty sure we can find something at that point. At least I would think. At least I would hope anyways. But the fun part would be once we get to Ogden, see if there's a dealership there and see, maybe trade in the truck. Maybe. It's a slim chance. It's a slim chance. That's all I got to say. First, there's got to be a dealership there. Then, of course, it doesn't have to be a Volvo dealership. And then, of course, the question is, can we afford on the trade-in value? And then it'll be the long journey to get up to $225,000 before we do anything else with the company, because we'll have to buy a garage and then buy a truck. And then hiring another driver is not the problem. So hiring the driver is the cheapest part. But it's pretty much getting up to $225,000 to be able to afford a garage and get ourselves another driver. Yeah, as for upgrading the garage, it's more expensive than buying a garage. So right now, yeah, buying a garage is the best way to go. Although we do have we have two small garages. One in Tucson and the other one in Alamosa, New Mexico. And of course we have our original teeny garage, which is in Salt Lake City, which is what we're based out of. That's where our truck is out of. At least that's where I'm based out of, I should say. So other two garages, 3 drivers in each. So, yep, you just guessed it. We got 7 drivers in our fleet, bringing in some cash. They're leveling up, but yeah, we'd really love to get ourselves another driver, but really, I think it's time to trade in a truck. It's definitely our next step, because it would either be trade in this truck and get ourselves an upgraded truck, or upgrade what's in this truck already, because 500 horse is not bad, but we're going to need a little bit more juice behind or underneath the hood so we can haul more material and hopefully get paid more. But that comes at a cost, of course. Comes at a good cost. I want to say we paid $125,000 or $130,000 for this truck, which is not bad at all, really. But now we're looking at, with the upgrades we can get, like I said, like $175,000. That's before we start throwing a lot of accessories on the truck. I'm just talking, like I said, the engine, chassis, cab, transmission. Those are the main things we're going after. Then we can throw on some stuff afterwards. If we're awfully close, maybe I'll think about just throwing in whatever we can to afford, and then just getting the road with that truck. And then as we go along, we can change a few things here and there. And I kind of thought about, okay, so what are we going to do? Because I'm going to be in that truck for quite a while. How am I going to change it up? And the only thing I can think of is, change the paint scheme. Changing paint can be kind of expensive depending on what paint scheme you're going for. If you're just going for the bland paint scheme, it's only going to cost a few thousand, but if I keep doing that, we'll never get up to $225,000 to afford a new garage and get ourselves another truck and a driver. But first things first, we'll have to get ourselves a truck and then figure out later on what to do. So on we go. So as we're going on our way to Ogden, Utah, I've been asked a few questions in the last few episodes, and I'm going to address those right now since we're driving. Because I realize a lot of you have not followed since episode 1. So a few questions. What do I use when I play the game? And I do use a steering wheel, which is the G27 steering wheel, gas pedal, brake, clutch. And I do have an H shifter as well that goes along with the G27. So that's how I shift. The other question is, how do I get the screen at the bottom, the middle advisory screen? That link should be in the description below. That's on the Steam Workshop. That mod is actually made by the same mod author that created Realistic Economy. So go on, yeah, you can get it there at the bottom. He also has the same exact mod, except you can put it at the top of the screen. I'm just so used to mine being at the bottom of the screen. I'm used to it being there, and that's where I look. Even though I still goof that up once in a while, because I look at the ETA time instead of the real time, or vice versa. But yeah, whatever. The other question I do get asked a lot is, where does Cindy come from, and some of the accessories I got in here? That's the Sissels mod pack. That link is in the description below as well. And that is also in the Steam Workshop. So, yeah, accessories. I didn't throw a lot of accessories on that from in here because, well, I didn't have the cash at the time. I'm trying to see. So I got like the duffel bag in the back. But you can put a whole bunch of things on the dash. And other things as well. And I know I'm maybe getting dizzy because I keep looking down there to see what I threw on there from that pack. But I think I got just a duffel bag in the back and Cindy herself. And that's all I got from that mod. The Sissels mod pack has a lot of stuff you can throw in. And like I said, once we get our other quote-unquote new truck, I don't know why I say a quote-unquote new truck. It will be a new truck. Buy brand new. But, you know, as we drive along, once in a while we'll stop at a dealership or a garage and we'll throw some stuff on from the Sissels mod pack to change it up. But I am kind of excited getting a new truck. Yeah, nothing wrong with a Volvo. I do love my Volvo trucks. But yeah, it's time to get into another truck and enjoy the ride. Now, I think it was when we were driving for other drivers at the beginning of the series. I think the only brand truck I didn't really have a good feel for was the Western Star, but since patch 1.4 came out, wait, am I turning here? Yes, I am. Since patch 1.4 came out, Western Star has gotten a lot of upgrades to the game, so a lot of new chassis and a lot of stuff like that. So maybe I'll enjoy it more. But as for that, I really don't have any particular choice of what truck we jump into. Oh, we're pulling into a way station. So the question is, what button is it? This one right here. So we're at 40% damage. So that might be a crucial number that we're getting to, 40%. So the question is, am I going to pay a fine? Car struck straight ahead. All right. Am I going to pay a fine for 40% wear and tear on the vehicle? 15 miles an hour, huh? It is hard to do 15 miles an hour. Yeah, I'm getting there, but you told me only to go 15 miles an hour. So I'm trying to. Alright, what do they say with a truck that's at 40%? Vehicle gross weight. Your vehicle is not in perfect technical state. Be more careful next time. So 40% is fine. I'm just trying to remember, because I know two of you have made comments, and it's been a while ago though, that yeah, you will have to pay a fine once you get over a certain state. The question is, what's the percentage? Because I don't think we're going to find out anytime soon. Let's get back out on the road here. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. I need to stop singing and focus on the driving. Idaho state law. Alright, so we're still in Idaho. Let's see if we can get some speed up here. So I think when we, at the end of the last episode, we kind of looked at our drivers. I think we were expecting like 2 deliveries to get done this episode. We already had one last night, so possibly one more. I do know we do have a driver on his way back. I think it's a him. On his way back to his home garage with no delivery whatsoever. That's going to be expensive. It may cost me like $1,500 to refuel and repair. So that's going to be a big ouchie. I guess the good news is by the time I finish this delivery, our daily payment will be made. How much am I getting paid for this, actually? So, $1,600. I mean, it's not bad for a half day's work. But I'm just trying to figure out, you know, roughly where my money is going to be at that point. Yeah, so we're still going to be over $50,000 in the bank account. So if I can get $125,000 for this truck, which I doubt it, because that's pretty much what we paid for the truck. And we probably got like 11,000 miles on the truck. So I would hope that the truck value, let's just hope I get $110,000 for it. I think that might be asking too much, but who knows? Or, you know, we may repair the truck and find out it doesn't actually increase the value at all. I have no idea. I've never done this before. Because usually what I did in my other profiles is obviously I bought Volvo trucks, and basically as I got the money or leveled up, I just slowly upgraded the truck that I was in. I think in ETS2, of course this is long before I had my YouTube channel and did videos, I think I kind of swapped trucks around. I'm trying to remember what my first truck was in ETS2, but man, trying to remember what you did going back almost, let's see, that'd be 7 or 8 years ago. I'm thinking, so I don't know. I don't remember what it was, honestly. I don't, but I remember when I got my first Globetrotter at ETS2, I loved it, but I think when I first started, you know, you just look for, wait, the Globetrotter has a 750 horsepower engine? Yes, please. Then, of course, Scania had an engine that was equal to, I think they have an engine that's almost equal to, if not maybe a little bit better. I'm not too sure. I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've been in ETS2, so I don't know. For those of you that do play ETS2, let me know in the comments below what horsepower engine that Scania does take. But then again, that's, like I said, I haven't played ETS2 maybe in a couple years. A couple years ago during the Christmas event, so World of Trucks website had a thing going where you got a special badge if you did so many deliveries in American Truck Simulator and ETS2 doing the Christmas deliveries, so I did about 10 deliveries in there. That's the last time I fired up ETS2. Well, we'll say as a U.S. citizen driving around ETS2 did teach me roughly where some of the cities were, so that was nice, but after about 4 or 5 years I kind of forgot most of them. Just checking out the road signs. So 40 miles, so we're just about there. We are just about there. I know we're going to Ogden. Union Pacific. Alright, that might be a tricky one to get into. It's not going to be tricky to get into. It's going to be tricky to get the trailers lined up into the square just right. So I have to kind of swing it wide when I go in there. If it's the delivery point I'm thinking of. I would give you some room, but I'm not moving over the triple trailer. And I wasn't checking for traffic, so that's kind of my bad when I give you the room, but you know what? You do have to yield. I don't. Utah State University. Not quite going there. It looks like I did get out the exit at one point. Point of entry 1 mile, so there's going to be a way station up ahead. And here, is it going to be go or no go? Hey, it's a no go. I got to stop. It would be kind of interesting if the state of Utah actually gave me a penalty for not having a vehicle up to their status. Should I get on the pad while he's still on there and just, you know, mess up his weight? Alright. Well, we're fine so far still, but I mean, what am I, maybe at 41% at most? Let's get back on the road. Let's not worry about the 15 miles an hour through your watch. This will be a cop going through here and give me a ticket. I just want to get up to speed as best I can. I mean, it kind of sucks. And, you know, I'm 4 miles from my delivery point. I had to stop to do a safety inspection. What, this white concrete roads with the white dotted lines. They're there somewhere. I mean, I can see them. I can see him. Probably worse when it rains. Let's keep my eye on the GPS. 3 miles out and I don't see the blinky blinky on the GPS. Let me know, like, hey, your delivery point is right here. Hey, now I see it. So I can get a rough idea of what side of the road I need to be on. Now, looks like we're getting off here. And then turning left instantly. Oh, I got a green light. How convenient. Swing it wide, got those free trailers. There we go, we're fine. Well, I hear trains, which is usually a good sign when you're trying to go to Union Pacific. That's where I'm going, right? Yep, Union Pacific. I think Union Pacific was going to be a left-hand turn. So let's get in the left-hand lane and prepare for that. 35 would be good. Yes and yes. I really need to get actually in that other left-hand lane, but I'm already kind of stuck here, so we'll make our way over. I was trying to quickly look on the GPS when I was driving in town. I'm not sure if there's a dealership here or not. If not, then we go along and just keep on trucking until we do find a town that we made a delivery in. Oh, don't give me a ticket for that. Thank you. Wells Fargo. Don't see where I need to be going as of yet. Luckily there's no cars parked here, so I can kind of take up where they would be. I'm actually digging this town. This town is pretty well done over. Train station. I don't think I've seen that model before. Oh, I got a green light. Road work ahead. Am I actually got to go in there? I think I've already done myself in. Is that my entry? No, that says going out, so... You know what I need to do? What button is it for the beacons? Forgot what button is for the beacons. I got my wipers on, though. Don't need the wipers. Oh, man, that's terrible. Where am I going in? Was I supposed to go in at those arrows? If I have to, I'm going to need to turn around. Or is this my entry right here? There's our loan payment. It's blinking on the other side. Do we really need a speed bump coming in here? Aha, there you are. So you want me to park right on the railroad tracks? Seems about right. Hopefully I'm squaring up, but you know, if I'm not, this is a perfect parking lot for it. Alright, park and brake, turn off the engine, decouple. Yep, synchronize with World of Trucks. Excelente? Alright, show results now, we're all set to go. No, we're level 16 headed on the way to 17. All right, let's go quickly. Let's look at the world map. Is there a dealership anywhere in Ogden? Looks like a Kenworth. And it's not that far, actually. Let's go ahead and let's go there. It says Kenworth. I wonder if it's actually going to be. I know I see a lot of those on the map where it shows a dealership. And it always seems to say, like, Kenworth and such. So I'm wondering when I get there, if it's not Kenworth, it'd be like, oh, there's a lot of dealerships went on by that I thought they were Kenny's. And they're not. But now we're about to find out. Does repairing your truck actually give you better trade-in value? So excited we're going to break the speed limit to get there, kind of. But I like that train station. I don't remember seeing that anywhere else, but sometimes you're so focused on driving, you're not looking at the way the city looks or anything like that, so it's real nice. Any trains? Apparently not. Oh, I hear a train now. So I cannot see the logo outside the building yet. But, no, it is a Kenworth. Let's go in here and see what the trade-in value is of this truck is. I think last time we checked it was $95,000. Trade-in value is $92,241. All right. Yes, I want to exit. I got a funny feeling because I don't think that's actually dropped that much in price. I'm starting to think that fixing this truck is not actually going to do anything for me. But a good repair job wouldn't hurt anyways. Let's go to service. So how's our truck looking? So 5% on the engine, 4 on the tranny, 2 on the chassis, 1 on the cab, and 40% on the tires. It's not going to cost me too much. So total to pay, $200. All right. Let's exit on out. Does that change? If I can hit the right button here. No, it doesn't change any of that. I forgot to change some of the buttons in 1.4, so I was trying to make sure all my lights and everything were still on. So let's see if my truck value goes up. If it doesn't, then definitely won't be trading in this truck today because I won't be able to afford it. So my truck value went up by $3,000. So at fully repaired, my truck is only worth $95. Well, all right. What kind of Kenny would I want to go for? Let's go customize. All right, and then 6'4" long. Yes, we'll go ahead and do that. Actually, that looks like a nice little vehicle right there already. Already got that in there. What is the best engine we can get? 600 horse. We'll be going from a 500 to a 600. We'll put that in there. As for transmission, I don't think Kenny / Peterbilt has a 12-speed. They do have a 13-speed with a retarder. So that is cab, engine, chassis. We're looking at $153,000. Am I just short of that? Let's go ahead and Let's keep the paint job the same because obviously I can't afford anything else. So I would have to pay $57,684, which we do not have. We're sitting at $51,000. So we won't be buying a Kenny today. Sad to say, but out the door we go. Yeah, we can't afford it. Cannot afford it at all. So we're getting close, though. We're getting close. All right, so now we're sitting here. Let's go to the job market, and now we'll go to freight market and see what we can get out of Ogden. That's Utah, California, Oregon, Washington, Colorado. Anything heading east? Mexico, Rock Springs, Wyoming, which is not far. There's something to Cheyenne. But I won't be able to get to Cheyenne today. And my guess is there's not going to be a rest area at all where I need to go. Does that need to get there today? What is actually today? Today's Monday. It needs to be there in 24 hours. So if I could find a rest area that's kind of close, I can deliver it early in the morning. It's kind of heading east. Oh wait, where was I? There. Let me go ahead and set Well, I am on the last page. Never mind. Let's set GPS to that. Before we go, let me get the map out. We don't have to go too far. Is there a rest area in like Laramie? Laramie is just west of... Is Laramie even on the map? Laramie is not on the map. So, I mean, there's rest area here. And a rest area here. Alright, let's go pick up that load and we're going to head that way. We are going to head that way. So at least, of all things though, we do have our truck repaired. It made the truck value go up by $3,000. Oh yeah. It's something, but not enough, right? And now we know we were kind of close to being able to buy a Kenny. Now, I know some of you are going to say, well, you could have tried different models of Kennys. The price would be different, and I probably could afford it. But still, I got to take consideration that I can't leave myself to where I have, like, no cash in the bank because, well, we need cash. Is that train still going through? The lights are on, but the poles are not. Okay, never mind. Now they are. Where is this train coming from? Hello? There is a train coming, right? Alright, here it comes. Yeah, why not? We're sitting here. That screenshot, that's going to freeze the screen for a second. And it's going to freeze the screen again. I don't think the job we're taking is going to be a high-paying one, but you know what? It is something. What button is the beacons? I forgot what button is the beacons. I thought it was O on the keyboard, but oh well. 4 miles to Costco to get that. I have no idea what the heck we're even picking up. I just saw it was going that way, and I'm like, that's where we're going. Kind of looks a little weird looking down at the minimum advisory screen and not seeing a truck that's like half red. I am digging this town for some reason. This looks really well done over. Are you guys going, not going? Alright, I guess I'm going then. Come on, red light. Turn green for me. Thank you. Wow, everything seems to be going pretty well this episode, except for just be coming up. I'll say we're about 10 grand short of what we need. So I would say by the time we get to another dealership, maybe, just maybe, But getting back to where some of you might say that, you know, if I check other models, honestly, that would be the type of truck I was going to look for a Kenny. And like I said, I might as well pick the model I want from that brand, because we're going to be driving it for quite a while. Like I said, after we make that purchase, we got to stick with it until, well, the next step will be buy a garage, hire drivers. That's $225,000, and then I got to save up enough cash to trade in that truck to upgrade to another one. Or, yeah, I guess I can say upgrade because we're at level 16. So by the time I buy another truck, we'll probably be like level 25, 30-ish. I say 25, 30-ish because, yeah, as we level up, it's going to take more and more XP to level up. So, yeah, I would say like another 10, 15 levels before we're able to possibly trade in the other truck. But I mean, that's looking so far ahead, it's ridiculous. Shouldn't even be thinking about it, or even talking about it. But yeah, we're sniffing a new truck already. We're just about there. Because like I said, we do have a driver coming back with, he's bobtailing it back across country. So that's going to be an expensive payment of fuel and repair cost. So I don't want to leave myself short, but we didn't have the money anyways. I'd be happy with about 5,000. Just watching the AI traffic, what he was doing. But I'm going to need about maybe $5,000 cash left in the bank account after I purchase the truck. That's why I feel mostly happy with it. Just think, a couple more extra deliveries, we would have had the cash. And we could be driving a Kenny right now. So we're going to get about 5 hours in, like I said, though, this load that we are taking, if it's still there when we get there. It's not due until tomorrow. And I should not be able to get there today, although it's a 6-hour drive, and sometimes I can pick up a good amount of time. Can I pick up the hour and actually get to Cheyenne tonight? Wow, it's going to be... I don't... it's going to be tempting. We'll see how we get along, because it's going to be mostly all interstate. It's going to be all I-80 going across. So Costco's and Walmart are here. Looks like I'm going straight across. There's Costco's. Hope there's no train, because I mean I got no lights or anything to let me know when trains coming, so I don't know if those are active railroad crossings or not. And it'll be interesting in the future if they made these where we got to come and get the job, if they actually pull up to like a little, what do I want to call it, like a hut or something, and someone's inside and you actually, I don't want to say actually got to talk to someone, but make it look like you are talking to someone to pick up a load. So we're hauling 21,500 pounds of grain. Doesn't say what type of grain, but it's grain. It is some grain. Where's my trailer at? Is it here? No, it's not. It's... There it is. I'm not sure why Costco's has grain I gotta transport, but... let's go ahead and hitch up to this thing and see how far we can get. One thing I will say though, so we got 11,000 miles on this truck, and our tire wear was at 40%. So in theory, you would think, okay, the tires I'm putting on the truck are 25,000 mile tires, which seem awfully low, but since I've never really driven a truck in real life, is I don't know what the mileage you get in those tires. I would think it would be more than that. I mean, I know what passenger cars and pickup trucks and vehicles like that get for mileage, but as for a truck, I'm not sure what the mileage you get in tires. I mean, I would hope it's more than 25,000 miles. Alright, we just need to get on the I-80 and see if we can get to where we need to get today. Okay, there's an ambulance here. But nothing, no roadblock or anything, so we're all set. We are all set in that scenario. Hamburgers, 99 cents. I'm not sure, I mean, those must be mini hamburgers, that's all I'm saying. Kind of got to zigzag our way through town just to get on the interstate. Riverdale Road. So right now my ETA is actually at 6:30, so we know our quitting time is at 5, so it doesn't look like I'm going to get there today currently. But we'll see what happens when we get on the I-80 and we start cruising across Wyoming. How if we chew in time at all, but I don't think so. The good news is we do got... I'm going to cut right in front of that car. Just because... We'll see, like I said, we get cruising across Wyoming what it does, but we got a couple rest areas that we have options for. But first, I would just like to get back on the interstate. I think I can start in what did I say this low was? Like 22,000? Yeah, 22,000. So not bad getting the truck fully repaired for 200 bucks. So actually we're getting on 84. I thought we'd be getting on the I-80. What do we got going here? This does not look like, looks like there's a, someone got rear-ended. Well, this is definitely not going to help my ETA getting anywhere. Everyone's trying to figure who's going to go what and where. And sometimes this traffic will not clear up, so this is what we're going to do. Totally legal, by the way. It's in the Peanut Handbook of Driving Trucks, so we're fine there. We are more than fine there. There, now we're on the road. Well, we were on the road, but we actually kind of went off-road a little bit there. We're in the breakdown lane. Alright, let's get up to speed. 75 miles an hour. It looks like it's a cruising speed here through Utah. Just think, we were $10,000 shy of being in Kenya right now. Another day, another episode, and maybe... just maybe. So enjoy this Volvo while we're in it for one, maybe two more episodes. Unless we get to Laramie tonight, which I don't think so. And two, we get a driver delivering and getting a delivery done for $10,000, which I don't think so. I think the best we've seen so far from my drivers is like $4,000, which is still pretty darn good. Especially this early on in their careers. Actually, all of our careers. like I'm turning... Alright, so we're getting on the I-80 East. Alright. I was somewhat correct that we're going to be taking the I-80 all the way across. No accidents here, so... Alright, speed limit is 80 through Wyoming on I-80 of all places, of all things, but I think we're going to stay right at 75. I think that's right, they got the cruise set. I am chewing into the time of ETA. It would be nice to get there tonight and just get rid of the load. Nope, I got to stop at the weigh station. So that kind of hurts my ETA again, but we should have no problem passing the inspection today. It's been a while since the truck was prepared this good, so I should not see any warnings about that my truck is not in good condition. Thank you for your cooperation. Have a safe journey. Looks like that trucker is going to go back into the rest area. And all that traffic I got ahead of, and now I'm going to be behind. Alright, let's put the pedal back down and get moving. But as I was saying, it would be nice to get to Cheyenne tonight. I think I've been saying Laramie, but we actually need to get to Cheyenne. Just to get the load undone. That way, when we wake up in the morning, just grab our load and go. Whatever that load might be, but we'll see what we can do here. I got to pick up an hour and 20 minutes in the next, well, under 4 hours, and that's going to be kind of hard to do. So now we are back on the coast-to-coast map, but we had not taken the I-80 across. I think we took the I-25 northbound from Colorado up into Montana a couple times. Oh, that's right. That's where I hit the invisible barrier going from Colorado into Wyoming in the fast lane. And I kind of forgot to report that. So, oopsies. Of course, I haven't been able to test it either to make sure that's why it didn't happen. Will I hit the invisible wall over there? But pretty soon, well, I don't want to say pretty soon, but coming up next will be, obviously, this state being added to SCS. I haven't seen any planned release date for Wyoming or anything like that. Like I said, if I were to guess, it's going to be like in June. I'm just guessing. I'm just trying to think. The big attraction to Wyoming is probably going to be like Jackson Hole, which will be up in the northwest part of the state. That's where you start to get up to Yellowstone and all that kind of stuff. So I wonder if it's going to be like special deliveries that you have to make up to Yellowstone. Would you have to deliver to Yellowstone? I don't know, but it'd be kind of interesting anyways. So I remember last time I went to Wyoming, I got a question of why are my graphics set so low? And this came back to me right now, that comment. It's not my graphics, it's just the way coast to coast is showing Wyoming, I guess. Not to say that Wyoming is far off from this in some areas. A lot of open range in Wyoming. But you do get up in the mountains and the hills, there are plenty of trees. So 3 hours left of me is driving, but 4 hours until I get to Cheyenne, so yeah, I really don't see myself picking up some time. I mean, I could speed up a little bit and get it to 80 miles an hour. I'm not in that much of a rush. I'm just saying it would be nice to get there tonight, but I think it's pushing trying to gain an hour, make up an hour. We only got 3 hours to go. Hello, Rock Springs. Yeah, so we only got the one delivery today, or at least overnight. Is that, am I correct on that? Besides my delivery. I would move over for you, truck. Don't pull out, please. You're doing it. I mean, I wanted to give you room, but I had a car out there. You can just sense it when you're seeing an AI vehicle that's sitting there. It's like, oh, they're just gonna sit there and let me go. And just you get to a certain point, you just feel like, nah, they're gonna pull out pretty soon. And sure enough, they do. It's all good. We got fresh brakes on here. Actually, I don't think brakes is part of the maintenance, is there? Oh, here we go. Here's the payment. So that's the driver coming back. Could not find a load, and it cost me a lot more than I wanted to. Holy smokes. Okay, no, it wasn't so bad. Okay, where did it... 827. Oh, that's right. I was up to 53. Peanut, I forgot about your loan payment today, which is 3,000. That's where some of your cash went. Oh, speed limit dropped down to 70. All right. All right, so while I'm cruising a bit, I think what we're going to do is there a fuel stop here? Yes, there is. So that's 2.5 hours from now before we get there. And I think that's exactly what we need, 2.5 hours. Yep, that'll work. And I think that's roughly where the city of Laramie would be on the map if it were put on there. That city's big enough, I would assume that when the coast, not the coast to coast map, when it comes out for SES, I think Laramie will be on the map. Yes, we're not going to try to push it to get to Cheyenne tonight. That's not going to be in the cards for us. I'm actually surprised this car in front of us being speed limit's 80. I'm only doing 74. I think he's doing 73 in that car. It might take me all the way to our rest area before I pass this vehicle. I'm not going to speed up more than I have to. I'll hold up traffic. And now this car up here is not going as fast as it once was either. So, not really a great day for the company because we started with more money than we have right now. But that's going to happen sometimes. I mean, having a driver come back. I'm kind of curious as to why that driver could not find a load where he was, because I do believe he has a point putting everything that's critical for him to find a load. So I'm just curious as to why he couldn't find one. There's an invisible wall there, and that caused a lot of damage. Owie. Owie, owie. Is there one here? Where did I hit that wall? In that car. Alright, so what I may have to do, because my load's going to be jacked. You know what? The trailer's at 14%, but the cargo is fine. Alright. We'll continue. The truck took a beating as well. So, yeah, I'll continue. We'll continue the way it is. I thought about reloading the game and not being in the fast lane again. So when's that Wyoming map come out? Because now I've got 2 invisible walls in Wyoming that I know about. So the cargo inside the trailer is fine, so I should be okay. The trailer's got damage, but we'll see when we get there. I'm interested to see. Of course, we're not going to find out this episode, are we? No. Of course not. 74, make sure everything's back to where it should be. Since repair on the vehicle is not that expensive, not worried about repairing the truck. Although, before all the wear and tear was on the tires, that right there probably did some damage to the engine, the chassis, the cab itself. Is that considered chassis? I forgot now, even though we were just at a repair shop. Hey dude, did you hit that invisible wall back there? No, you didn't? Alright, just me. Good times. When I used to hit those way back when, those used to scare the crap out of me. Just drive along and then wham. I've hit enough of them through the days here that they don't bother me as much. No, I mean, like I said, what I could have done is, because the game does autosave. I don't know when it last autosaved, because I don't really pay attention to when it autosaves, but I could have reloaded the game back to the last autosave and just got around the invisible wall and had no damage on anything, but we're just going to continue on. So like I was saying, probably not the greatest day here for our company. We actually lost money in the bank account, but paying back the loan, we get some loads done, and we got a driver back that did not bring nothing back. He bobtailed it back across country. Cost us just shy of $1,000 to fuel up and repair his truck. I only got a half hour left. How far are we from that? Okay, so we're just about there. Just making sure. Well, I guess the good news is when I wake up next morning, it's just going to be getting up for an hour, drive to Cheyenne and unload this, and I'll be getting paid $738. Okay, so it's not that great. It's not that great of a load, but we weren't traveling that far to begin with. It's only a 6-hour journey that we had to take. Oh, it has been an interesting episode, like I said. For one, the company, quote-unquote, lost a little bit of cash today. Almost bought a Kenworth truck. Hit an invisible wall. We went from 40% damage to 0% damage on the truck back up to 12. The trailer that we're hauling right now for this company took a lot of damage. The cargo did not. Let's go in here at the Chevron station. And we'll fuel up right here. And $2.40 a gallon is actually pretty darn cheap. And I think we'll pull up to the far left parking spot where the yellow barricade is at the end there. Park at the end. Let's turn off my direction light. We don't need that. I'm actually trying to think of the last time I ended a delivery with a damaged trailer as much as this one is, so I don't know how much it's going to hurt us. So I may not get paid a whole bunch of cash, but we'll see. Am I in a parking zone? I don't think so. Yep, you're in R3, not R1 there, Peanut. How about if you do this? There we go, now I'm in a rest zone. Pulled too far forward. Probably not parked in here that good. Where am I? Actually, I'm parked in there pretty darn good. Yeah, the nose bar actually did pretty darn good to save in the truck as well as it did. Man, I can just imagine all the grain in that trailer must be up towards the front. I would assume so. Alright, so at the end of every episode, what we do is we dive back into here, driver manager, and see what our drivers are up to. She is on balance, so she needs to get some points into this hazardous cargo, but I think she'll actually get one to urgent first. But has she got a load going? Yes. From Tucson to Knoxville, Tennessee, I would assume. Oh, wait, 47 hours, 16 hours, so there's one delivery that will get done tomorrow. She's going to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Interesting. That says Pampa. At first, I looked quickly, I thought it said Tampa. But that'd be Tampa Bay, but it's Pampa. I have no idea where Pampa is. Not a clue. Alright, so you got a delivery there, which is pretty darn good. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, back to Alamosa. That's 12 more hours, so we're going to get 2 deliveries. Yeah, 2 deliveries. The next episode, oh, possibly 3 deliveries. Yeah, 3 deliveries done tomorrow. That is actually pretty good. So the next question might be, if we look at the world map, is there a dealership? So that's either a viewpoint or that's either a recruitment center. There is a Western Star dealership here. Well, there's a slight possibility we could do that, but like I said, I got to make sure that we're going to be there first thing in the morning. I would like to have at least $5,000 in the bank account. I guess I could stretch it. You know, I was thinking I probably wouldn't want 8 because I have the loan payment tomorrow. But when I say tomorrow, I mean next episode. Yeah. So maybe I can't believe it's going to be a Western Star because like I said, that's the one brand truck that we drove in the beginning that I was like, I'm not quite sure about this truck. And now there it is, Western Star. I think it's almost fitting at this point. But 3 deliveries will be done tomorrow. The question is, will we have the cash to do what we want to do, even with the Western Star? But we'll give it a shot. So we'll have to wait until next episode and stay tuned to find out if we can afford it. It's going to be questionable. Plus, when I make this delivery with a trailer, it's at 14% damage, or 12%, whatever it was. But the cargo is fine. And am I going to get paid full credit, the $700 and some odd dollars that we're going to get paid, $738? We'll wait and see. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.